you have to remember to just change your thoughts. I mean, I know, I mean, it's comfortable. You got to get comfortable with being uncomfortable because, there's things in life that you see and you see other people obtaining and you see them having it, and it didn't come to them easy. It doesn't matter how it look on social media or on TV or just from afar. It looks sweet. It looked like it is lovely, and that, they just did it overnight. But I can guarantee you they didn't. 9 times out of 10 they didn't. Everybody doesn't have a trust fund or just have a fortune handed to them. They have to get out there and make it happen. And sometimes it's uncomfortable. Sometimes it's uncomfortable. Most times it's uncomfortable. They just got to get out there and make it happen. Yo, what's up, people? Welcome back to Mentality Fleet. I'm just tapping back in with my fleet, just tapping back in with my community, as I always do. And just trying to be consistent and keep this YouTube train rolling, building up my foundation, building up the community. Yeah, if you're not familiar with me, if this is your first time tuning in, I'm Johnny Fleetwood. And this is the conversation station. And yeah, we just like to have conversations, just tap in with each other, bounce ideas off each other, just talk, give each other advice in this community, and just listen and learn, and teach each other things. So and a lot of times we just like to get in there and get in the comment section and just go back and forth and just talk, debate, just talk, you know what I mean? That's all it is, really. We're just building and we're just growing. And yeah, like I said, if this is your first time tuning in, you just scrolling through and I came across your screen, just consider tapping that subscribe button, liking, get in the comment section and, just have fun, in a respectful way, but, have fun with conversation. That's what we do here. And yeah, so with that being said, I'm just going to get right into the video. So this video is more so talking about like changing your life. And the title of it would be something like, nothing changes if nothing changes. I think I heard that somewhere and it's self-explanatory. So, if you want change in your life, if you want, a lateral movement just to get you just away from certain things, if you want to build on your life, if you want to advance in your life, something like that, you can't keep doing the same thing over and over, day by day, the same habits, doing the same actions. You have to change something. Hence the title, nothing changes if nothing changes. You know what I mean? You have to do things different. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different outcome. And, we do that sometimes. We just try to let life come to us. We want change. We want different things to happen, but we don't really put in the work. You know what I mean? We don't really we make a plan, we strategize and stuff. We never mobilize. We never put that plan into action, and we expect change that's just not going to happen. We all want better for ourselves. Sometimes we want lateral movements. Most of the time we want to advance in life. We never want to go backwards, especially if we're going down. And, if we're trying to get away from something, we're trying to better ourselves. We don't want to move back. We never want to look back. We don't want to look in that rearview mirror. We want to keep moving forward, So we have to change things. Nothing changes if nothing changes. So I just want to put that out there. Okay. Nothing changes if nothing changes. That means you can't be complacent. So your life may be okay right now. You just going through the motions. It's just a routine and nothing's getting better. You see things that you want out of life. You're not able to afford it. It could be material things. It could be spending more time with your loved ones, whatever it is. You just don't have time for it, or you just don't have the means monetarily or whatever. You don't have the resources for things, but you know that you can get there if you put a plan together and you execute that plan. So you can't be complacent. You can't just look and see what you want and not reach for it. You can't see what you want and not put a plan. You can dream big, you can think big, think big, dream bigger, but you got to go and make it happen. It's not gonna come to you. Opportunity knocks at your door. If you don't open it, then you'll never have it. And sometimes it don't knock. You have to go after it. You have to chase it down. Not just follow your dreams, but just chase it and hunt it down, beat it into submission. Like you got to take over what you want. You know what I mean? You just have to do that. And you have to have that mindset, because if you don't, you're never going to get anywhere. You're just going to be in the same place. Things are not going to come to you. You got to go get it. That's just life. That's what everybody, all these celebrities you see, your favorite entertainers, or whoever whoever your role models are, if you still have role models, whoever your influencers are. If there's anybody, helping you, you have any what's the word I'm looking for? You have role models, influencers. If you have any oh man, the word escapes me right now. If you have any man, not advisors, whatever. Anyway, we'll get back to that. But you really have to go. You have to find somebody that influences you, find somebody that inspires you, and see how they did it. And you put your plan together. You making even. You really can contact these people nowadays. With all the technology we have and all the ways of communicating, just there's so many different avenues where you can connect with people that's doing the same thing you're doing or doing it on a higher scale and they're at the place where you're trying to get to, and they started where you were, and all you got to do is just catch up. So with that being said, we can just move on to the next. When you're changing your habits, and well, not just change your habits, but when you're getting out of that complacency that you were stuck in, that monotonous routine, you have to understand that you can't overthink things. You can't make, I know you're gonna have a goal and you're trying to reach that goal, but you have to take baby steps to get there. You have to put a plan into motion, take it step by step, just small steps until you can get into a new routine, a different routine, to where you're doing things different in life. You're not doing the same thing over and over. But if you're trying to get to that end goal too fast, then it's gonna seem like it's too overwhelming for you. It's gonna be so big. You're trying to change too many things at once, and your life, life is not set up like that. Especially if you've been doing one thing for so long, and now you're trying to change. You have to substitute things. Like you have to pull one thing away to add another. You can't build everything on top of each other. You can't stack too much. You can't have too many. You can't have too much weight on your shoulders, because if you do, it's just gonna crush you and crumble you. You have to figure out. It's chess. You got to figure out what can I pull away from to add this new habit or to add this new thing in my life that's going towards my goal. You can't just do it all at once, because you'll get frustrated, discouraged, and then nothing will happen. You'll just be kind of get complacent again. And you'll figure out, hey, next thing you know, you're in the same spot. Your goal was 1 year, and now a year later, you're in the same spot because you just overwhelmed yourself so much that you just got back into your old monotonous routine and nothing happened, nothing changed. So, if you don't change something, then nothing's going to change. Nothing changes if nothing changes. And also, you have to change your thought process. When you change the way you think, then your habits will change. When you change your habits, your actions will change. And then you'll just kind of change your way of life. You have to remember to just change your thoughts. I know it's comfortable. You got to get comfortable with being uncomfortable, because there's things in life that you see, and you see other people obtaining it, and you see them having it, and it didn't come to them easy. It doesn't matter how it look on social media or on TV, or just from afar. It looks sweet. It looked like, it's lovely, and they just did it overnight, but I can guarantee you they didn't. 9 times out of 10, they didn't. Everybody doesn't have a trust fund or just have a fortune handed to them. They have to get out there and make it happen. And sometimes it's uncomfortable. Sometimes it's uncomfortable. Most times it's uncomfortable. They just got to get out there and make it happen. So if they had to do it and they did it, then you have to do it, and you can do it too. We can do it too. Don't think we can't. You know what I'm saying? We just have to get out there and grind. We gotta set our mind, put the goal in our mind, and just be intentional about setting those goals and accomplishing those goals. And that's just that. And you have to free your mind. We've been under mind control. Like we've been mentally enslaved to everything for so long, and our mind have just been controlled. But what we have to do is parole our mind. It's like our mind been in jail, like it's been caged in, but we got to parole that thing, man. It's like our mind has been controlled, and it's been encaged, and it's been in jail, and we gotta set our mind free. It's like mind parole. Like when you get out of jail and you're on parole, you got to parole that mind of yours, man. You got to free it. You got to set yourself free and know that you can do something different. Know that it is obtainable. Know that it is possible for that to happen. And once you free your mind in that way, and it's not being controlled anymore, then you can make it happen. You can really see it happening, and you can go for it and know that you can accomplish it. And last but not least, sometimes, man, I know this sounds weird saying it this way, but sometimes you have to fire your job. Sometimes that job just holds you back, and it takes up so much of your time. And it's sort of like a mind control trick as well. They give you just enough to keep you there, but not enough to get you where you need to go, to keep you comfortable, or to get you comfortable, or to get you, ahead. They just keep dangling that carrot in front of you, and just keep you in place. So with that, you really have to just sometimes fire your job. And I'm saying fire your job, not quit your job. I'm not saying get fired from your job or separate. I mean, sometimes your job is just not paying you enough. Sometimes your job is just not giving you enough satisfaction. It's just not whatever you need from that job, you're just not getting. So sometimes you just have to let it go. And the best way to look at that, the best way to say it is just fire your job. You fire your job and then you hire another one. Or you hire something else in life to get you where you're going. You have to work towards everything. You have to move towards everything. Whatever it is that you want, you have to move forward. You have to be intentional about it. Because if you don't, you're just going to be in the same place. I've been there. I've done that. I'm sure you guys have at some point. If some of you guys may be still there, if you are, drop it down in the comments. Let me know. Let's just talk about it. Maybe we can advise each other. We can encourage each other to just, move up, move forward. We've all been there. And if you've been there, then, you have some advice that you can give to me or that you can give to somebody else in the community that can help catapult us forward. And then we can pay it forward to somebody else. That's just what we're here for. So I just wanted to come and talk to you guys about that, man. I want you guys to get in the comments and be respectful about everything. And let's just talk about it, man. Nothing changes if nothing changes. So that's the whole premise of this video. And I just want to just tap in with you guys and just ramble a little bit, just rant a little bit, get some stuff off my mind, off my chest, and that's just how I do it. So with that being said, I'm just going to end the video right here. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, turn on those bell notifications. And until next time, until the next video, peace.